It's Gurley power. It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run the counter. It's Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. This pass complete to Reynolds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Street's got it, complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. For the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. On 1st down, Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Short throw to Disley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
24 is the mark. Go. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Wilson, and it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
It's caught at the 10. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got it.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the line.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Mac Hollins, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Phillip Rivers slinging it. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Redskins. 27-14, the final tally. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's gone. And Woods has it complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Goff now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This one taken from the 7. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And on second down, this is Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 16 yards, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson to throw again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Wilson. It's complete to Graham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Los Angeles, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it.